Games. Not just any games. Video games. Here are 5 games I really bloody want to play right now. Like right now. Crash Bandicoot Remastered. And yes, I know we're only like 5 days away with it coming on Friday, but I want to play Crash Bandicoot Remastered. Like, how bloody good does this game look? I had the original Crash for PlayStation 1, even though my first console was a PlayStation 2, and it was the only game I had for ages. But it's good. Crash Bandicoot is an absolute legendary character, and I cannot wait to play Crash Bandicoot Remastered. I'm ashamed that there's going to be no Crash Team Racing DLC. Although apparently there is some DLC that's leaked. I'm not too sure. You should check that out. But I really want to play Crash Remastered. What were the other 4? I honestly don't know. If you were watching at E3, you would have seen there's a new SpiderMan game coming, and I'm very, very keen. So damn keen, Tobey Maguire here in his, like, juiced up self with a black spider suit has no idea what he's doing. So I really want to see the next Spider-Man game look super cool and awesome on my PlayStation 4 with like a Pro to play it super better. But like, it's made by Insomniac Games. They made Ratchet and Clank. They're doing a pretty damn good job with this one. Looks very similar to the Batman Arkham games, and I know how much I love them. I mean, I just played them 4 days. But yeah, I mean, that game's not coming out till, you know, mid to late next year, I would think. As I said, 2018 in the trailer. And I hate waiting for games, but let's talk about more games that I've had to bloody wait for, that I'm gonna have to wait forever more for. The first one is Kingdom Hearts 3. So, if you didn't think I'd to play the waiting game for this one, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out on December 22, 2005. 2005! And since then, there's been about 6 to 8 spin-off games or something ridiculous along that number, as well as a movie and a cinematic thing, HD remakes, and all kinds that I just cannot deal with. So the waiting game sucks. It really does. The waiting game sucks for me so much because I hate waiting, and I've played so much Kingdom Hearts on my PlayStation 3, on my PlayStation 4, on my PlayStation 2, and on my Game Boy, and on my DS, and on the PSP remastered on the HD of the PlayStation 4. I just want a new one that's gonna be good, and I have to wait for it, and that sucks. So who knows when it's coming? Maybe in another 13 years or whatever, I'll still be arguing that I want the next Kingdom Hearts game. So hurry up, Square, get it out by 2020. Thank you. Another game that I've had to wait an extraordinarily long time for, that I really want to bloody play now, is the Final Fantasy VII HD Remake. Yes, it is good. I played the HD game, I had the Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation. This is very similar to the Kingdom Hearts story in how long it's bloody taken to get out. So the initial Final Fantasy VII game came out for PlayStation 1. I mean, yes, it's a great game. It's a fantastic game. I love playing the game. I played it again on the PlayStation 3. You know, great game again on the PlayStation 3. It was split across 3 discs on the PS1, by the way. If you were unsure of the scale of how big this bloody game was. Then you've had all the spin-off stories on the PSP, Dissidia, Dirge of Cerberus on the PS2. That was a pretty good game as well. I do not mind it, but it was a very different game. It was a first-person shooter. It wasn't a Final Fantasy game. But then the HD remake looks so good. Like, so good. I just don't know how I can wait any longer for this one. And this is probably going to take even longer than Kingdom Hearts to come out. It's made by the same damn people who have the same bloody perfectionism for ideas that want to take 20 billion years to get the game out. Thank you. And they're even going to do the same thing that they did on PS1. I mean, PS1 was split across 3 discs, but you just bought the game. Like, you bought one game, and it came with the 3 discs. But what they're going to do is they're going to be like, hey, here's the first 33.33% of the game, which you can purchase for a full price. And then in 2 years later, we'll give you the next 33.33% of the game, which you can also purchase for a full game price. And then finally, in another 2 years from then, you can purchase the final 33.34% of the game for another full game price. Get stuff, Square. I just want the full game. Get it to me as soon as you can. Thank you and good night. But wait, that's only 4 games. And this final game that I think will probably never ever be made is Timesplitters 4. Yes, if you've never played the Timesplitters franchise, there was Timesplitters, there was Timesplitters 2, and there was Timesplitters 3 Future Perfect, the all kinds of time-traveling first-person shooter game that was phenomenal on the PlayStation 2, starring the man himself, The glorious Sergeant Cortez was the guy who you just wanted to be. He was phenomenal. He had the eyeglasses. He had the speed dealer sunnies on or whatever. But they weren't even... He was like Bruce Willis in a video game. But he was better than... He was like Bruce Willis and Vin Diesel combined. That's how bloody good he was. And look, I understand that not a lot of people played Timesplitters. And you probably wouldn't understand how good it was. But this was before Call of Duty. This was the epitome of time-traveling, space-jumping, all kinds of goodies in a first-person shooter game. Sergeant Cortez is a superstar. And I bow down before Sergeant Cortez. And I hope that one day we will see a Timesplitters 4 game, because Future Perfect was the perfect future that I wanted to live in. And with that in mind, that'll sum up my 5 games that I really want to play right bloody now. And you have to add in the bloody, because if you just say I want to play it right now, you can play it right now probably. But I bloody well want to play it now, alright? Jesus. Leave a big thumbs up and I'll see you guys later.